Explosions in Iraq and Syria overnight. Today, the US assessing the aftermath of Friday night's operation, involving, it said, 85 strikes and 125 precision munitions, while local reports say around 40 were killed. Targets on the Syrian-Iraqi border, strongholds of Iranian-backed militia accused of carrying out the deadly attack on a US base in Jordan. As the bodies of those servicemen and women arrived home, US B-1 bombers were already on their way from the United States, traveling thousands of miles and refueling in flight, hitting, the Pentagon says, munitions, drone facilities, and Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. There were no strikes inside Iran, but America's unmistakable message directed squarely at the Iranian leadership. Iran condemning the strikes, but notably not vowing to respond. Baghdad's government, with links to the US and Iran, calling in America's deputy chief of mission to receive a formal protest. Iraq furiously saying it was not warned. US officials insisting it was. Iran's deepening influence here, evident when tonight we reached a spokesman for an Iranian-backed militia, Taib Saeed al-Shohada. We are in a state of war, he tells us. Why is US involvement in Iraq an invasion of sovereignty, but Iran's involvement isn't? Today, the USA has killed Iraqis, he says, while Iran fought with Iraq against ISIS. He admits the US fought ISIS too. Thank you for your help, he says. It's time to go back home. The Biden administration tonight trying to persuade Iran to change course while avoiding a widening regional conflict. Dual challenges, together, a formidable task.
And Keir joins us from Erbil. Keir, how much damage was done in this first retaliatory strike?
Well, we are waiting for that assessment from the Pentagon, Jose, but tonight there are those criticizing the US decision to signal that these strikes were coming, saying potentially it allowed Iranian operatives to get out of harm's way. Tonight we are told by officials more strikes are on the way. Jose?
More than 85 targets across 7 different locations. Cars and buildings heavily damaged after U.S. strikes on pro-Iran targets in Al-Qaim, Iraq, northwest of Baghdad. Before and after satellite images show some of the destruction in Syria and northern Iraq. In a statement, U.S. Central Command said the targets included command and control operations centers, rockets, missiles, and drone storage facilities that belong to militant groups and Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps.
We believe that the strikes were successful.
Officials say the barrage has damaged the capabilities of some of the Iranian-backed militias, hitting targets that they say are connected to attacks on U.S. forces in the region. These strikes coming in response to a drone attack that killed 3 U.S. service members at Tower 22, an outpost in northeastern Jordan, on January 28th. President Biden saying the United States does not seek conflict in the Middle East or anywhere else in the world, but, quote, let all those who might seek to do us harm know this. If you harm an American, we will respond. Iraq's armed forces releasing a statement saying the strikes are a violation of the country's sovereignty and that they threaten the security and stability across the region. A spokesman for one of the main Iranian-backed militias in Iraq hinted at possible de-escalation, telling the Associated Press every action elicits a reaction, but then struck a more conciliatory tone, saying we do not wish to escalate or widen regional tensions. Marcus Moore, ABC News, Amman, Jordan.